All right, everyone, welcome back for another episode of Carnivore Trades. Today's Friday, October 1st, 2021. So market's finally getting a bounce here today. You can see indices are higher across the board. S&P up 1.5, Dow up 1 2/3, 1 3/4, and NASDAQ up just under 8/10. So NASDAQ's still kind of the laggard here. Russell getting much more of a bid too, up 2%, which is leading. That's the big winner on the day. And that's even with the yield a little bit lower now. The yield's finally backing off. We talked about this 1.5 area-ish on the 10-year being a little bit of resistance here, and it's finally backing off. It held up for a couple days, but now backing off. I think we'll probably get a buying opportunity on this in the near future here. But even with the lower yield now, NASDAQ really kind of the weaker one here. So that is interesting to note here. Now, if we look at the S&P, it's hard to say. I don't know if this is exactly a major bottom here. I don't think it is. I'm leaning towards no. I do think we have another leg lower again. We talked about the measured move here. And this being, the 200 moving average, that area, 410, 413 being about 10% from the top. So that would, kind of coincide with really the same kind of move we had last year, which was a 10% correction. We also had a leg up, as you can see here, during the beginning of October, and then we kind of faded that out, and we didn't bottom until November. So it would seem to make sense to me that you look for some type of another leg lower here, and then we can kind of go from there. Does the market take off to new all-time highs and put in some type of raging blow off top? Or do we actually enter some type of a period of chop and maybe some type of a bearish period going into 2021? But right now, we're just kind of concerned with how to navigate this in the short term here. And let's just take a look at some few sectors. So transport's having a much, much better day. So we talked about how weak they were yesterday and how close to that cliff they got. That was a really weak close yesterday. But transport's having a nice reversal. Nice volume there too. Let's take a look at some of the stocks have been doing well, like CCL has been holding up really well. Airline stocks have been doing well. Boeing's had a nice little recovery, although Boeing's just been in a choppy range for quite some time here. But the transport's doing well. FedEx has been beaten down quite a bit here, and this one's actually finally getting a bid here. UPS getting a bid off the lows here, filling that gap. Nice little gap fill there on UPS there. Some of these sectors are, getting it off the lows. Financials have been really the big winners, along with the small caps, and XLF really having a nice day here after coming in a little bit earlier this week. And XLE still holding up really well. So that will go and tag that 55.50 area. It looks like that is the target on our inverse head and shoulders there. And that is playing out nicely. Maybe we can get up to double top here. On the XLE, that is. So, if it overshoots, that's where you would look for it to go, right up to that 56.50 area. And crude also having a nice day as well. So really kind of just chopping beneath this resistance here. Again, I don't know if it has enough gas to break out right now in the near term, but it is holding up really well, and we got to respect that. Dollar also backing off just a little bit. Again, we talked about 94.50 being some area of resistance. It wasn't going to just cut through that with no problem. So not surprising to see a little bit of a pullback there. And gold also kind of just pausing after a monster day yesterday. Same thing with silver, although silver outperforming just a little bit here, actually up 2.25%. So overall, yeah, I think we'll get some type of a bounce into next week. We'll probably get a bit of a relief rally, but I think that will probably be a shortable bounce, honestly. I think we have some lower prices. At least we have to test some lower prices here over the next month or so. And we can see, spiders coming back in just a little bit here as we enter the 3:30 time frame. And how it closes is going to give us a lot more. If it closes, kind of on a soft note, that might be a little bit of a, showing some little bit of hesitancy by traders about holding into the weekend. Versus if it just squeezes right into the close. But starting to come back in a little bit here after a nice rally. But yeah, outside of that, I think that's about all I got. Let's just take a look at the semis. So semis were weaker today also. But, they tested, they got down there quite a bit today, and now closing green, but or at least flattish. But obviously, that's something we always keep an eye on. But anyways, yeah, I'll do the full weekend wrap in the on Wall Street from Main Street as always. That'll be out for you tomorrow. Outside of that, you guys take care and have a great weekend.